Hi again, Year 2. Did you see the video where I read this book, Tyrannosaurus Drip? Make sure you've watched the video and then come back and you can watch what we're going to do next. In the story, there are 3 different types of dinosaur. There are the Tyrannosaurus rexes. Now they eat other animals, they eat meat, so they are carnivores. And there are the duck-billed dinosaurs. Their real name is Parasaurolophus. They only eat plants, which means they are herbivores. And there's the little Compsognathus. They can eat meat and plants and eggs and all sorts of things, so we call them omnivores. On Seesaw, I've put some colouring sheets. There we go. All the different types of dinosaurs. And you can find more dinosaur colouring sheets at dinosaurcolouring.com. Now, as we have 3 different types of dinosaur, a carnivore, an omnivore and a herbivore, I thought we could write some recipes for dinosaur meals. So I have written a recipe for a carnivore, so that means it has to have lots of meat. If you were writing a recipe for a herbivore, it would need to have lots of plants or vegetables. And an omnivore can have, that's right, plants and meat. They can eat everything. Here is my recipe for a carnivore feast. Now, if you look, I've got a title, Carnivore Feast. Then I have a subtitle, Ingredients. So here is where I will put all the things that you would need to make your carnivore feast. So I've written 3 juicy Compsognathus steaks, 2 fresh duck-billed dinosaur legs, and 6 assorted eyeballs. Now in my ingredients list, I've used some adjectives to describe the nouns, to describe the things. What are the adjectives I've used? That's right, there's juicy, fresh, and assorted. Assorted means a mixture. The next thing I need is the method with the instructions on what to do. So here is the method. First, roughly chop the Compsognathus steaks and duck-billed dinosaur legs into bite-sized pieces. What do you notice that I've used in that sentence to help people follow the instructions? Yep, I used a time sentence starter first because it's the first thing you do. What else? There's a verb. There is a bossy imperative verb that tells you what to do. What is the action you have to do? Yep, chop. Chop is my imperative verb because that's what you have to do. And how should you chop? That's right, roughly. Roughly is an adverb that describes the verb. So you roughly chop the Compsognathus steaks and duck-billed dinosaur legs into bite-sized pieces. On the next line, I've got the next instruction, and the time sentence starter is next. Next, fry the meat in a hot pan until it is brown. What is my imperative verb in this sentence? Have a think. What do you have to do? What's the bossy verb? It's fry. Then, next sentence starter, then. Then carefully remove the meat and juices from the pan. Now I have an adverb and an imperative verb here. The imperative verb is remove, that's what you do, and the adverb to just say how you do it is carefully. After that, throw the meat and the eyeballs into a large pot. Add, another imperative verb, add dirty water and boil, another imperative verb, for 1 hour. 3 imperative verbs in that sentence. Throw, add, boil. 3 things you have to do in that instruction. And the best time sentence starter for your last thing, finally. Finally, serve your feast in old dinosaur skulls. There you go, I've got a picture of a dinosaur skull with some of this meat feast inside it. So, what are you going to write a recipe for? Will it be for a carnivore with plenty of meat in it? Will it be for a herbivore, for a vegetarian dinosaur? Or will it be for an omnivore? And you can use all sorts of different things. I'd really love to see your recipes. You can put them on Seesaw. You can write them on Seesaw, or you can write them on paper and take a photograph of them. You could read them out loud and make a recording on Seesaw if you wanted to. But however you do it, remember to use some subtitles for ingredients and method. Remember to have all the things you need and some adjectives describing them. Remember to have time sentence starters in your instructions, imperative verbs and adverbs in your instructions, telling the person following them exactly what they need to do. Good luck!